Hello, I'm Fabian and I want to build another micro SaaS. After my first one failed, I have now decided to build a second one. And for that, here's my update from this month to document a little bit my journey on building a micro SaaS. Mainly, I was focused on getting recognized. So what I mean with that, if you search for my name, it's pretty common. But right now, if you do it, you can see it here. Google somehow now detects, oh, there's also a software engineer or software developer called like that. And also in the Google hits, I'm now some on the top. No, not on the first one, but at least somewhere. So the overall idea is, because when I publish some SaaS and no one knows me, it's pretty hard. So I thought I maybe first focus on that. So here's still the German one, but somewhere below I also found the English one. So what have I done? So already quite some time ago I created a personal website, but this month I also relaunched it. So I cleaned up a little bit the design and also removed a lot of old stuff. So I'm actually quite happy. Now it's pretty simple, clean, and all the relevant information's on there. And then I also set my social media profiles to public. So I'm on different platforms like Threads, but also now started 2 weeks ago posting on LinkedIn too. And of course here, YouTube. But also there, I currently try to really focus a little bit on a few platforms. For example, this is also the reason why I removed here Instagram, which was visible here before. Because it doesn't help to post on 10 platforms. So let's focus here a little bit. And then, of course, really not only setting them to public, but also posting content. And this really helps because also in the Google search results, you find, for example, this is a post by me. Or also here, that this is a blog post on my website, which was indexed pretty quick. And yeah, this was also what I've done in the recent weeks. So I learned basically how to produce videos. So I had created videos in the past, but not with this setup. So now you can see also my small face here and so on. So I had to learn basically how to create scenes and so on to create videos like this one. Quite happy about that. Of course, there's a lot of room to improve, but yeah, you have to start somewhere. And also this, for example, is a YouTube video which you can find. So really posting content really helped to get recognized. And the last point where I'm not really sure about, I also added some SEO. We will talk about that in a second, but there I'm not really sure how much that really helped. For the SEO part, so this is now a screenshot of my website and the webmaster tools of Google. You can see there's still quite some issues, but in general I tried to clean that up. I had some problems because I had a lot of different content on my site before and also multiple languages and so on. So I have still a lot of issues there. But what I really like, you can also see it here in the search results, which is still wrong. Somehow my site title is not displayed yet here. Instead, there's simply the domain, but at least there's already the picture shown. So I really tried to tweak a few things. And one of the things is also I started to add some JSON LD on my website, which you can, for example, see here. This is one of my blog posts. And you can see there, oh, there's like some structured data on it, like, oh, it's an article, and there's also some breadcrumb, just to give a little bit more information to the search engine to understand my website. But as said, I'm not really sure how much the SEO part helped. But in general, I tried to tweak a few things here and there. For example, I noticed in my LinkedIn settings, I was hiding my articles and activities. And now I've turned it on, and so now also my articles are visible to the public. So this is the view for the public and not my internal view. And then I also check the stats of my posts and videos. and what is there interesting to see. The first video here has over 5,000 views, which is pretty good. But there are also videos like the one I recently posted, which just has a few hundred of views. And there are also videos just having really, really low views. And the same is also true for my blog posts. I have, I think, for now 4 on my website, and there also you have basically one post which is doing quite well compared to the other ones. Like the first one here has 1,000 impressions, and other ones have 100 or even less. And my conclusion of that is really to focus on input goals. So what are now input and output goals? Quite often, and I have done this in the past, I focus more on the output goals, like how many subscribers I do have on YouTube on Threads. But I don't really have control over that. But I have control over what I input. So my input goals, for example, posting on a more regular basis, like doing this kind of amount of posts. As you just saw on the numbers before, it really helps, I think, because you have maybe a few posts and they don't perform at all, but then you have just maybe 1 or 2 which are doing quite great, and therefore it really helps. But for now I don't have set the proper goals. I'm currently trying to more get into the, let's say, mood of posting more stuff. But yeah, maybe I will define some input goals, but at least I'm already focusing more on the input part and not so much the output part. For that, I also started doing iteration planning again. I'm not really sure if it helps or not. We will see. So I try each week to write a little bit down what do I want to do this week and maybe what I don't want to do. For example, having here an article. But for now, I'm not really sure if it helps me or not. Yeah, and as said in the last video, I'm working on ideas. So I already gave you here the sneak peek. I have identified a few problems and also built a few MVPs and paths for that already. But still, as said, I'm currently focusing more on the social media part to get a little bit recognized, maybe get a few clicks. And then soon I will go into the coding part again. If you have any feedback, let me know down in the comments. See you, bye bye.